Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios. This is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy Jay.
Well, we threw a curveball. A little bit of a curveball. You know, I kind of like
Poquito.
I kind of like starting at 8 o'clock.
At night,
Yeah,
the game's on.
I know, but I just feel sexier at 8 o'clock p.m. as opposed to 9 a.m. That's fine. We'll keep doing 9 a.m.
Yeah, no.
I just feel sexier. Dude, I've always just been at my peak right at dusk. Right as the sun starts to go down.
It may have something to do with your sign.
Maybe. I'm a Sagittarius.
I don't know.
Does that help me out
I'm
with
not
that?
good at the astrology shit.
I just I just perform.
I am Sagittarius.
I perform well at dusk. So welcome in here. I just do. Whatever it is. I shoot better basketball, fuck better, drink better, cuss better, shoot pool better, run better. I just feel at my biorhythms. I should have been an NBA player.
But then around 10,
I'm peaked.
you're like, all right, it's time to go to bed.
That's correct.
All right.
Yeah. I go to bed early, but I feel great right at sundown. Welcome in here.
What up?
We are doing Show 100 Sunday night, and it does come down in the middle of a game. And it looks like at least for now Dallas is holding on. So welcome as we
Is
come
Luke
on the
okay?
air.
I know he was questionable.
He's playing, right?
Then he's fine.
Why was he what now what?
Contusions, calves, knees, fat. Yes, all of that, LG.
If he winds up getting hurt and he's not the same, have you ever seen an easier run to the championship than what Boston's about to have? It's not their fault, but it's cheap.
It reminds me of the 2015 Warriors. Conley was out. Chris Paul was out. Then somebody else was out. And then when they got to the finals, Kevin Love and Kyrie got hurt. LeBron was alone.
Right.
So 2015
that was a cheap ass.
Yeah, 2015. And then the 88 Pistons faced the Lakers without Magic Johnson, who had torn his hamstring.
I remember that.
Byron Scott was hurt. They celebrated like Magic was out there. And Isaiah goes on and on about that team, but they faced the Lakers team that was going for a three-peat that was just beat down.
And to be fair, like if you and I are sitting in Boston right now,
or 89, one of the two.
If I'm in Boston and I'm doing a show for a bunch of Boston fans, my attitude's a little bit different. And that is
you
my
play
attitude.
Who's in front of you?
My attitude's here now. This tough shit. They couldn't stay healthy.
Right.
You don't ever apologize for winning, especially in pro sports, where everybody is the best of the best on earth. It's like the top gun fighter pilot. I'm sorry that homeboy clipped his wing. That wasn't my fault. I'm sorry
Go home and fuck the prom queen.
Winning's all that matters. And Boston's probably going to win this series, especially if Luka's going to be hurt now. And that sucks because I'd like to see a good series. I'd like to see good basketball. Who knows? I've been told Luka was hurt before, though. I almost wonder if they fudge that shit like Paul Pierce.
Yeah, they
act like he's
put
hurt
it like
worse.
this. He has 20.
In the first half?
And it's still the first half, yeah.
Okay. Just saying. But Mike Wilbon was saying before the game that he felt like Luka looked ginger in the warm-up.
Well, he's been gimpy.
Yeah, but once the adrenaline kicks in, maybe he's like me. It's 7:30, 8 o'clock. Your dick's a little longer. I just feel good at dusk.
Bring out the gimp.
It would not hurt my feelings if we do more of our shows right at sundown. Not at 9:30 at night. But like right as sundown.
Like 7?
Yeah, right, 8, something like
7
that.
to
In
9?
the summer, 7, 7:30, 8 even. In the wintertime, 6.
I do like it, but you're kind of hostage because you got like it's always in the back of your mind.
The whole day long coming up?
Oh, man, still got
like you can't wind down tonight?
Yeah. Still got to go get the show
man,
in.
we get paid to talk about fucking ball. I mean, it's fine.
Or whatever we
We're
want.
fine.
Right. No, I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm not bitching
okay, good.
at all.
I'm just saying, I feel good. I feel great. It's a milestone show, and I believe in celebrating these little milestones. One day we'll have 1,000th show, hopefully. But
I hope so.
We're at 100, so why not sit up here and celebrate this damn thing?
We are celebrating our
about
100th show, and is this being crap on the listener tomorrow? How are we crapping on the listener tomorrow if we're doing it today, Jesus? Jesus.
Well, you get us early.
It's just
Premature in the
somebody always
buildation.
got something to say.
Oh, I know. That's
they are.
Jesus has earned the right to bitch.
He has.
It's fine. They can bitch. I don't. Okay, let's just stop the show now and come back tomorrow. Oh, too late. We're already started.
Right.
Shout out to Mike Kendall, who just bought 34 coffees.
Dude, Michael. My boy.
34 coffees? 34? That's a random number.
Mike.
Is that your boy?
I know him.
Oh, yeah. I know him.
Love you, brother. 34? That coming on the heels of Friday when we probably made $200. I will dance for the people. I'll do whatever.
Yeah, I'll tap dance.
It's already good. You know what? So shout out, not only to Mike, everybody that listens or watches.
Here, I'll take one with you for the 100th.
Shout out to us.
Oh, here,
you got
one.
something?
Yeah, I'll take
you got a little bit.
No, I'll take
I
one.
poured me two.
Yeah, no, that's
so I
fine.
have them at the ready.
Yeah,
I'm going to sip on these.
I have not drank this weekend. I
Really?
told you I'm trying to cut back.
I drank my ass off this Saturday.
Really? But for the 100th show,
Yeah.
I'll have a sip.
100, baby. LG's got some high-dollar red wine over there. Spanish port
he
or
spends
whatever.
a week in Quebec, and now he comes back. He don't want no whiskey.
I will be drinking vino here on out.
Only red.
Y'all, so
Thank y'all,
man. I know, God almighty, thank you. I have a shot glass, but I couldn't find a drinking glass in LG's kitchen, so I'm just going to sip out of the shot. But I've got two shots, so pretend this is one glass.
No,
so
that's
don't make
fine.
fun of me for sipping. I'm not sipping.
No,
a shot.
No, you're a responsible drinker.
Yeah, I got to drive home.
Whiskey's meant for sipping.
Yes, it is.
Good whiskey for sure. Damn, that is good.
That is I
Good
guess we
grief.
could go right to it. Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Rye.
Yeah.
This is a Texas Cheer barrel pick. This is you can only get it at Texas Cheer Liquor. And they have 7 locations, 1 in Bernie.
Thank you, Texas. I probably should have. I didn't bring my laptop.
What do you mean?
So I'm going to rely on you to give the phone numbers tonight. I know the websites and all the information, but I don't have the phone numbers.
Oh, well,
memorized.
LG has them. That's the
LG
good
can
thing.
give them off.
But Texas Cheer, we might as well do their bit now.
Walked out without my freaking laptop. No, Texas Cheer Liquor. Let me tell a quick story about Texas Cheer.
What happened?
So here's how we'll make up for those that are going to wake up Monday morning. Where my boys go? Where my boys go? We'll do a little longer show tonight, probably. Hour and a half. You down with that?
Whatever we do.
It's
Whatever.
going to do what it does. Like the great Ray Charles said, it's going to do what it do, baby. I feel like this one will be a little longer. Quick story about Aman. He is a fine Sikh Indian American who earlier today I texted Aman, are you hyped for this Pakistan-India cricket match? And he wrote, fuck India, USA, all exclamation. Like,
He
dude,
did.
you're not down. You're not
He did.
down. At least for the Pakistan game, that's Texas, Oklahoma, man.
Right.
I mean, okay, maybe you're not hyped for India, Singapore, but we talking India, Pakistan. That's bloodthirst rival shit.
Right.
Yeah, people may get taken hostage after this game, but no, he didn't even give. He didn't give a shit.
At all.
No, at all. It's like, dude, my store's called Texas Cheer Liquor. Okay, thank you to Texas.
He's a fine
Cheer Liquor.
Texan.
I mean,
And he joined the Bald Brethren delegation.
wait, he shaved his head?
I mean, it was overdue.
Are you serious?
It was overdue. He sent the picture to me.
Send it to me.
I can't. I got to
Why
get his
not?
permission. I got to get. He joined the Bald Brethren delegation. We've been awaiting him.
Are you serious?
We've been awaiting him. It's
but his old lady
long.
got tired of it.
It's all long overdue, dude. He had like 3 strands up there.
What's up, Taylor?
Did you shave your head, dude?
I did shave my head, yes, sir.
Is that a baby? I bet you look sexy as hell.
By the way, you're live on In the Building.
Oh, yeah, you're on the show, by the way.
Oh, nice. I like it. I got a bald head.
Hell yeah. Does it feel cool? Does it feel sexy?
It's kind of liberating, you know. It's summertime.
That's cool.
It's hot. Yeah, I can't complain.
That a boy. Shave your balls now. You'll feel real badass.
Oh, hey, I'm already there, bro. I'm already there.
Hey, man, thank you, man.
Right from YouTube?
What's
Right
that?
from YouTube?
Yeah, you're on YouTube.
No, Tyrone. No, Tyrone. The videos?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I've been drinking. It's Sunday night.
It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Don't you can get nasty. It is. I know it is Sunday night and I bogged you. Hey, thank you, man. That's all I want to say. Thank you. All right.
Yeah, I love you, homie.
You know, love you, man. All right, see you. When I decided to start a podcast at the beginning, so in early 2022, I was going through a divorce, another one, a terrible one that continues to not be great. But I was going through a hard time, and I was in Hawaii. How in the hell am I going to afford to live here? How on earth am I going to be able to come up with that kind of money? You know, I had to supplement my income. So I told Puma and I told LG, okay, 'cause we've been kicking the tires on doing a podcast for a while.
Right.
But I had a radio show and I was being lazy. But when I realized, oh shit, I need a side hustle. we agreed to do a podcast finally. And so I was doing podcasts. We were doing 3 days a week in those days? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I want to say something like that. And we started doing a podcast, and I gave it 2 months to make $1. We could make $1 in 2 months. Okay, I'll keep doing it as a side hustle. That man right there stepped up as our OG sponsor of In the Building, as the lead sponsor. He was the title sponsor. You know.
Yeah, I remember.
And so
I remember
he could stop his business with us tonight.
And
I'm
he's
gonna be
family.
mad at him, but he could stop tonight. But he's family Puerto Vida, no matter how long he continues to do business. So here's the Texas Cheerlicker. I'm a little edgy tonight because it's evening. I feel good, and it's 100th show, and I want to make sure we give everybody their flowers, especially Thunderdome. And it sounds like we're making more money.
Cuts by Jones, 1999.
Dude,
Paul Morales, who I'm almost positive is one of your OG BBQ cook-off teams.
Probably.
I've known Paul for a while. He gave us $20.
Mireles, Mireles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric says, thanks, Mike. My girl flipped out when she saw my Google search said Love You Hard TV.
Hey, if your man, let your man fantasize. Whether he's watching porn or talk shows, whatever it takes to get that man, get his juices flowing, you will benefit.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Texas Cheer.
guys.
Thank you, fellas.
Look at that, man. That's really, really cool. I appreciate that. It has been 100. So
100 shows already.
yeah. So I started doing the old Taylor Live podcast in early 22. That thing kept going, kept cooking. I decided for a number of reasons to leave iHeartRadio back a year ago this month. It's been a year
On
this
the
month.
20th?
Yeah. No, I don't remember the date. I could look it up probably. I don't remember the exact date, but I know it was in June of last year.
Okay.
And made the decision to go solo in early fall? What was that? October maybe? Something like August?
I can't
Something
remember.
like that?
Sure.
September. Made the decision. So I didn't know what my career was going to wind up doing. My career was on the line, and made the decision to go solo for a little while, and that pissed off a lot of people that liked that show how it was before I did that. But I had to do that for me and the future of the company. I made that decision because I didn't know if I was going to have a radio offer, because I had a 6-month no-compete that I signed in June, which meant that I couldn't take another radio job until the end of December of 2023. And I had to make sure that I got my chops back because I felt like I was not as good solo anymore. I needed to go see if I could do it without all that crutch. You know what I mean?
And then you brought me in and all hell broke loose.
Well, here's what happened. So I started doing solo shows in September. I think it was September. And it was going fine. We were making money. We were doing fine. And I asked him, and I had no idea this was going to happen. Had you asked me in September 2023,
right.
are you going to bring a co-host in? I would have said no, absolutely not. I didn't decide to shift gears away from Sam to go solo only to change my mind, with one exception. It's kind of like, I'm a TCU fan, as you know.
Yes.
And do we cast our line trying to get 5-star personnel? Sure we do, but we don't anticipate it. We're trying to get that old Gary Patterson way was to go get, diamonds in the rough, 3-star guys, maybe 2 or 3 4-stars, but go get a bunch of 2s and 3s and make them stars.
Facts.
The only exception I would have made into creating a co-host situation would be if one guy in this town became available and actually wanted to do it. And I'll be effing damned if that didn't wind up happening with you. Mm-hmm. And I'll pull back the curtain. So the three of us and Mr. Singh, because we're good, and it wasn't even about him doing business. It was just wanted to get his opinion because he's a businessman that we both know and trust. Before Rudy even, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but before you made the decision to jump over, we went and had a very fateful dinner at, was it Perry's over off of 1604 in Culebra? Mm-hmm. And I wanted to be honest with you and tell you, look, it's going to suck for a year or so. We're not going to get rich at the top, but if we dedicate ourselves, we talked about where radio was going as an industry, how things were over at where you were, why I made the decision that I made, all that kind of shit. it could work if we busted our asses.
Right.
It could work. No guarantees. And Rudy made the decision that night he was going to come over. And I still didn't believe it till you actually walked in the door here in late January. I still had doubts. And that was okay. You got your family, man.
Yeah.
Had you changed your mind at the midnight hour, I would have understood. But lo and behold, 100 shows later, here we go.
Crazy. Cheers.
Why on earth did you make the... Why did you leave a secure job?
Because
and
I'm
come over here with our asses.
I'm a gambler. Ellis Ridout, $50.
What's up, Ellis, my boy?
Congrats on 100.
Thank you, man.
The beginning of no doubt an amazing future. $50.
Ellis,
Damn.
you're the man. Ellis Ridout. That's my dude right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I once drank the strongest alcohol I've ever drank with him.
What was it?
This Chinese shit that I don't even think was legal. Shouldn't even have been in the country. And they soak seahorses in it. So here I am drinking,
I've heard of that.
booze with fucking seahorses in it. 1,000 proof booze. Shout out to Ellis. Anyway.
And Mayor Mike 07999. Ah, yes. Mistweeting and calling the show Sandwich Challenge champion. Big Mike's Beard 89.
Yeah. That's an old bit. The old sandwich challenge. So again, why did you come over here? Other than you're a gambler, like Mike McCarthy. And who else is a gambler? Oh yeah, Dak said this week, I'm a gambler.
Dak sucks, Scott.
I'm a gambler.
Dak Prescott sucks.
Because it's kind of like what I tell people with Jay Ribaldo. There's never going to be a right time to buy a house if you're not a homeowner. There's never going to be a perfect time. You just got to jump in the water. You can't put your toe in. You just got to go in and then go through the process. You and I have been on the phone with, whether people know it or not, the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. Hey, man, what you got going? Oh, man, I just signed a new deal. Oh, man, I'm going here. Oh, man, I'm going here. And I was ready for a change. I did the Sports Star thing. It was fantastic. My brand grew. I traveled the country. But it was time for a change. I felt like I had reached my ceiling. And I've been wanting to work with you. So I said, hey, let's do it and see what happens. Let's jump out the window, see if the parachute opens.
I want you to be honest. 100 shows in, is there 1% that regrets the decision? And it's okay if you do.
No, I told my wife a week and a half ago, I was like, this is going to be big. I was like, I don't know how. I don't know when, but I was like, it's going to be big.
You know, when I drink, I get sentimental, so be careful what you say.
No, I did.
Especially when I hear you talking to your wife about it.
Honest to God, about a week and a half ago, I told her, like, this is going to be big. Mm-hmm. I was like, this is going to be big. I don't know when, don't know how. But I've learned to trust my gut over the years in this business.
Yeah.
What do they say? Fortune favors the bold.
I made
Fortune favors the bold, so you got to take chances.
Yeah, I know you do, and I took a massive chance last year myself.
Yeah, you lost a lot of money.
A lot of money, and continue to do so because it's cost me. It's pissed off my ex-wife. It has vastly reduced my income. It has forced me to take other jobs, and I'm so grateful that I have those other gigs. But I don't regret it either because I really do think that we're gonna. And look, I ain't trying to be Pat McAfee. I'm not trying not to be.
No, we are trying to be Pat McAfee.
Okay, we are. I'm trying to be humble here. No, I want this thing to get as big as it possibly can. I like. Let's say we get to a point where we've been picked up and we get. I don't know. Let's say we got all of a sudden in a year we got 50,000 subscribers. I'm not gonna stop working.
No.
Ever. I got to retire.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, I got 4 kids. I got 4 kids to feed.
I got 4 kids to feed.
Same.
It's going to do what it does, and I guarantee it's going to continue to get the best I got every day. Well, so thank you, man. I appreciate you making that decision to come over. And let's put this to bed too. I know the timing was kind of weird. I had no idea. People think this was a big conspiracy.
Yeah, I know.
That I knew you were going to come over here the whole time. And I know it was not. It just wasn't.
No,
you just
it
got to
wasn't.
take my word for it. It was not. Rudy and I have talked to each other off and on for 10 years just about the business, our careers, how things were going. But I never thought you would come over. I thought maybe once we got really rolling over here, then I could go steal you with money.
Yeah.
I thought that might happen down the road.
Yeah.
And maybe give you your own show or something on the channel. But I never thought that we'd wind up just going ahead and working together, which I don't regret at all.
No, me neither.
Thank God. It's made my life easier having you over here. Honestly.
Same.
Honest to God,
same.
man. I hear more
and
money
we're only,
coming in.
6 months in?
I know. I have to tell myself that because I'm impatient.
Yeah.
You know,
I've learned that.
I'm not 22 anymore where, I know it's going to
No,
be,
we're
grind.
50.
No, I know.
We're 50. You're
Yeah.
50 in a few months. Once you're past 45, you're 50. So we're 50.
And I don't want to, I criticize young people because they want all this instant gratification. And so I can't be a hypocrite.
Well, it's tough when
I'm putting the work
it's tough when you've been, when you were touching the paper you were touching, and then,
Sure.
that's tough.
No question. No question. But I followed my gut on this. I have followed my brain and been fucked over in the past. But every time I go with my gut on something, it has not let me down. And I don't have any regrets.
No.
If it ends tomorrow, I don't want it to. I'll be pissed, but I won't regret it. I'll be fine. We're good. That's it.
What up, Pledge?
All right, man. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to people who've tuned in over the last 6 months, people who continue to do so. What we got to do next is grow the show. You know, our show, I knew there'd be hype when we first started. And it would do this. Like, boom,
It's
and
a
it
weight
did.
loss journey. Those first 20 fall off, and then you hit that plateau.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure. No question. It's easy to lose that first 20.
Yeah, that first 20 just
Then
falls off.
So we didn't go down.
No.
We're just cruising altitude right now. The goal is how do I get it 10,000 more feet in the air?
Right.
I'm not 100,000, 10,000.
And
Can't
now
get to the moon yet, you know.
Yeah.
That's the goal. We got to get exposure. We've got to build our subscriptions. And how we do that is we need exposure. We need people in this world that don't know we exist, that don't know currently who we are, to find us.
Facts.
And that is the challenge. How do we do that? And that's what we
Facts.
deal with every day. Anyway.
Thank
you to our sponsors.
Cheers
and
to
here's the other
100.
reason why I wanted Rudy to come over, because not only is Rudy talented, and I knew that we would work well together, Rudy brought sponsors with him.
Not as many as I
If you didn't
thought.
make no money,
Yeah, not as many as I thought. I came up a few short.
hey, welcome, it's the sales life.
Yeah.
At no point do I want to lose focus on the number one goal here, and that's not to have fun. Having fun is two. Number one is
Get this bread. Get this bread.
And then what happens a couple months ago? Because of you and your contacts, boom, we signed a 200-show deal with Slackers to be the studio sponsor of this show. Shout out to my guys at Slackers, Mikey and Frank. And Wally, who I've still never even met. Maybe I shouldn't. It'll ruin it. You know? We will be back out at another Slackers on the 20th, which is a Thursday night from 5 to 7. A special edition of In the Building will come down live from the North Star Mall location
11 years at that
to
location,
celebrate their birthday.
which is a huge accomplishment because that place was so many things before Slackers took it over. So for them to make it to 11 years, it's going to be a really good show. We'll be out there 5 to 7.
Duncan Booth.
Mike's going to jump in the Duncan booth. We still got to figure out what charity we want that money to go to.
I think I know. I'm
Okay,
ready,
cool.
but I want to run it by y'all.
That's cool.
We're supposed to just give them one.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that off. the
All right,
air.
cool. Yeah,
All right.
we don't want to do that on there.
Yeah. I've got some candidates. I know y'all probably do too, because we're good dudes and we do shit in the community, which just you should, you know. So we'll talk about that.
All
But
right,
yeah,
cool.
for charity, Duncan Booth Challenge 2K24 live from Slackers North Star Mall location.
Give me the flyer, Frank.
On the 20th of June.
We're
Yeah.
hell, what's today? The 9th. We're 11 days out, Frank. Give me a flyer,
let's
brother.
go. Need a flyer. All right, so where are we at in the basketball game? Dallas still hanging on?
Halftime,
Okay.
Boston is up 54-51.
Okay, so Dallas is at least being competitive.
Yeah, that first game it was over at the half.
And Luka's going off.
And Luka's going
Got to
off.
get Kyrie rolling now and let that be that 1-2 punch and get Dallas a win. So my brother will feel happy. I want them to win tonight because I want to see what they're going to text me. When their teams lose, it's crickets.
That's whack.
It stops.
I'm sorry, that's whack.
It is whack.
That's whack.
I don't hear shit. I didn't hear shit when all I got was good season. When the Stars got beat, it was good season. Okay.
21 for Life Hall of Famer $4.99 and Marcus Hinojosa $4.99.
What's up,
Thunderdome
man?
night admissions on $2 Tuesday, $7.05 at the Wolf. You
It's-
working Tuesday?
I'm working Wednesday.
Wednesday, okay.
Yeah. No. Let me. You go anyway. Support my missions. But that's in the works. A Thunderdome night
Okay.
is in the works. It's being discussed. I can tell you that. Nothing's in stone.
Well, I did see, like,
it's been
over the
bounced
time I
around.
was in California, the Express News kind of slid the story in that they are getting a stadium downtown, which you had already told us. They kind of slid that in.
It was just a matter of the location. It was either going to be over where the Spurs are allegedly looking at the old Texas Institute,
That's where they're looking.
the Cultural Institute, or
Yeah.
it was going to be the Missions Ballpark over by the old Fox Tech baseball field.
Oh.
And it looks like, according to the Express News, don't look at me. I don't know.
You
this
didn't
shit.
say this. This is
I'm
from Express
a
News.
simple employee. I get paid to make jokes on the dugout.
And if y'all think he don't know shit, I ain't black.
I'm a simple employee.
I ain't black. If Mike don't know shit about what's going on, then I ain't black. Get the hell out of here. That's G14 classified. I get it.
Assuming that article in the Express News has any idea what they're talking about, it's going to be in that corridor where I-10 and 35 splits off, like heading to the Pearl, right tucked in there, kind of on the other side of the freeway from the Salvation Army on Elmira, right in Fox Tech, that little curve there. What is that, the old soap factory apartment complex?
Something like that.
That thing may get torn down. Right in there is where
Good.
the ballpark allegedly is going to be, and that's going to be kick-ass.
I love how he knows.
Assuming
I know how he
that's where
knows
it's gonna be.
exact coordinates, but he
Right.
don't know shit.
Well, I'm just going on what the reporter said
Okay,
in the
gotcha.
paper. So anyway, so there's that. All right, that's it. So thank you, everybody. I'm excited. I'm motivated more than ever to grow our show. It's good as it is. We can keep doing this like this forever. We're never going to be able to retire. We're always going to have second, maybe third jobs.
7.
But let's see if we can't make this our main hustle.
Our main
All right,
squeeze.
thank you all. All right. Here's my NBA Finals take here as we sit here with Game 2 at the half. Let's just get this shit over with already so we can get on to the
Wow.
Spurs summer. That's what interests me.
They
That's
do have
what interests
2
me.
top 10 picks in a draft that a lot of people say is weak.
Yep.
We always say that. And the next thing you know, there's always hidden gems in every draft. There are weak drafts. That's a real thing.
Correct.
But the way they're talking about this one is supposed to be really bad. So we'll see.
We'll see. It's the reason why the Spurs are one of the best in the world at recruiting kids all over the world. So we'll see what they pull out of their hat. Probably some kid I can't pronounce, whatever. But it's not just the draft. It is what can we get for picks, what can we get for current players on the trade market, and what can we do in free agency, because we have a lot of money under the cap. This is really the first time ever in many of our lifetimes, certainly in our adult lifetimes, that the Spurs have had this many questions going into an offseason.
Been a long time.
Probably since Tim Duncan almost went to Orlando. This is as big a summer
You see,
as that.
I
almost.
don't know if they see it that way, Mike.
They better.
I feel like they're taking the stairs. I don't feel like they're rushing this thing.
Well, they're not going to skip any steps, but are they going to run up the steps? You can run up the stairs and not skip any of them. Like Rocky running up the steps, gonna fly high.
Mm-hmm.
But this kid, they need to get need to get as good as they can as soon as they can without skipping steps. For me and you and him,
Right.
him and you and me, fans and him. Your paying customer is tired of you not being in the postseason. It's been 5 years.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, tired of it. This is bullshit.
Damn.
Yeah, it's. I got to sit up here and watch Luka Doncic play Jaylen Brown. I don't want to do that. I'm not saying they're going to go to the finals next year.
No, they're not.
But if they don't have at least 2 new starters by opening day, and if we get to Christmas and they're not at least in wild card contention, the play-in game contention, I'm going to be pissed.
This is the problem that they're going to run into. Even if they have a great offseason, they get the 2 draft picks they want. They spend a little bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
Denver's not going anywhere. Dallas isn't going anywhere. Oklahoma's growing, and Minnesota's not going anywhere. I didn't even talking about Phoenix and Sacramento. I could throw Sacramento in there as well too. That's the problem they're running into. A lot of these teams are on the come up. Oklahoma's on the come up. Minnesota's on the come up.
Uh-huh.
Luka's super young. You know what I mean?
25.
So the West is thick right now.
Luka's thick.
Yeah, Luka is thick. I think that's some of the reason why he deals with some of these nagging injuries. So
he better get in shape. He's asking to be
it's going to
retiring
be
by 30.
tough, man. It's going to be tough to turn this thing around right away.
It's the NBA. It shouldn't be easy.
I mean, it took Denver a long time. It took Oklahoma a long time. Dallas is taking them a long time. Minnesota, my God, they haven't been good since KG was there.
Not my fucking problem.
All I'm saying is we have to understand that because we don't have number 21 anymore, that we are human. And a lot of these teams takes 10 years before you have a team where you can look at it and say, that's a championship team. Now, I know that's not what we're used to. Now, keep in mind, hell, from 2007, there was a 7-year gap, 6 years, because they were in 13, they made it. There was a 6-year gap where the Spurs didn't make it to the finals with Tim Tony Manu.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying? So
yeah, but they had a
that.
shot every year.
Right. So I'm just saying, just know, now that we don't have 21, we're human.
Uh-huh.
And it could take a long time. So just buckle up.
Well,
Just buckle up.
Or
it might be a
is-
little bit like when the pilot comes over and they go, you hear that doom. Yeah. Gonna be a little bit of bumpy ride. We're gonna go ahead and have y'all buckle up your seatbelts a little bit. Not gonna serve drinks or snacks right now. So we're in that phase right now. A little bit of turbulence. We have our guy, but it's a little bit of turbulence right now. So just be patient. That's all I ask.
All right, look,
it's a brisket.
they're
Stop
humans.
opening the grill.
I understand.
That's all I
They're
ask.
human, like you said, unless number one really is an alien. And we're going to start finding out in year number 2 after the sensational rookie year he had. Maybe they got one alien on that team, though. He can be the difference.
But isn't Joker an alien in his own way?
Sure.
Isn't Luka an alien in his own way?
Kind of.
I'm saying, like, really, really talented team that could put a team on his back and go.
I think this kid has a chance to be better than both those dudes
I
you
agree
just
with
mentioned.
you. I agree with you.
I'm fired up.
You should be.
I don't want to wait. I got me a new car. I mean, I know we can't go up 280 right now, but let's go out there and go 125. And I think,
All right.
well, it all needs to play out. But I'm excited about the possibilities of this particular summer.
Okay.
And what could lie ahead. All right, it's in the building. Subscribe to our show. It's free on YouTube. Join as a member on YouTube. Beginning Tuesday, members-only shows will reconvene.
Tuesday.
You will get members-only shows
You
beginning
member.
Tuesday on our YouTube channel. For those that listen to us on Spotify, that's great. I get it. Maybe you'd rather listen to Spotify. You're in the car. That's cool. Go to the YouTube page of In the Building on Love You Hard TV and at least join and become a member, or at least subscribe for free. Becoming a member is only $6 a month. Subscribe for free, and then go back to Spotify. Just make sure you've subscribed on YouTube. Even if you might forget all about subscribing on YouTube because you watch us on or you listen to us on Spotify or whatever, but hit that subscribe button because that's what's going to help this show grow the quickest. We're not skipping steps either.
No, we
like
can't.
the Spurs.
No.
But there are methods to the madness, and what you do is you subscribe on YouTube. All right? Time for some punches. Presented by another guy who has saved my ass since I quit iHeart.
Yeah, buddy.
The law office of Orlando Kill brings us people I want to punch. All right, we haven't done a show since Friday. LG's been Mr. Canadian pacifist over there. We'll see if he has a punch today.
We haven't done what since Friday?
We haven't done a show. So in 2 days, surely somebody somewhere has pissed one of you two off and needs to be punched. Anybody needs to be punched.
This punch may be a little bit insensitive because of what this guy went through a little over a year ago. Mm-hmm. But I got to punch him anyway because he lived. He's fine. He's fine. Back in the NFL, he's good. I got to punch DeMar Hamlin. You remember DeMar?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Buffalo Bill, DB, went into cardiac arrest, almost got died, but he didn't.
See.
So he's able to be punched. So he had a charity basketball game the other day. Mm-hmm. And he hit a buzzer beater in his own tournament, which was pretty cool, right? But the game winner came over. A female was guarding him. Mm-hmm. And this dude celebrated like he scored on Michael Jordan. I'm like, bro, you scored over a female. He took his shirt off, ran around the court screaming and yelling. First of all, it's a charity game, all right?
Right.
Relax.
Yeah.
This ain't even Ice Cube's Big Three, right? It ain't even 3-on-3 Olympic basketball. It's a charity basketball game. A female gets switched on to you in the pick and roll. You hit the buzzer beater over her. She falls down. And you run around celebrating like you just hit Game 7 in the NBA Finals. I got to punch DeMar for celebrating over a female like
All
that.
right, very good.
Calm down, DeMar. Relax, bro. Relax.
Yeah.
Hey, again.
He's happy to be alive.
I'm happy you're alive. And because you're alive and you made it and everything's good and you still getting the NFL check, I can punch you. I got to punch him for celebrating over a female like that. In a charity game, you don't take your shirt off and run around the court screaming during a charity 3-ball. Like, come on, bro. Relax. Love you, DeMar. Appreciate you being back, but you deserve a punch for that.
DJLG, do you have anybody you need to punch?
Nah, I'm good.
Look at him.
He hasn't punched anybody in a while.
I know. He goes to Canada, comes back, he's drinking red wine, he's all soft. It's okay. I like it. All right, I want to punch a guy who simply goes by one name, at least publicly.
Must be a soccer player.
I don't know. I don't think so, but he's a bad husband. I want to punch a guy, I think his name was, I want to punch a guy called Noni.
I don't know Noni.
Noni. Punch Noni. Noni lives in one of the territories of DJLG's native Indonesia.
Oh.
Punched Noni for making his wife go out foraging at night alone. And he has now stepped up and taken blame and says it's my fault this happened.
What happened?
She got swallowed by a big old fucking python.
No.
I'm serious. Hey, let me, it's my kid calling. Hang on one second. Hey. Well,
I think I did see
Are you going to be
that.
home for a little bit? Yes. I'm doing a podcast. I'll call you back in a little bit.
Wait, before you go.
Yeah.
I got some new things today.
Okay, hang on. I got to hear about the new things. Go ahead.
I got these headphones
Those are cool.
and a new backpack for school.
Oh, Uncle Shannon hooking it up. Very cool. All right, let me call you back in a little bit. I really am doing a podcast. All right. I love you, man. Call you back. Bye. Bye. My kids are in a small town called Huron, Tennessee.
Okay.
Outside of Nashville, probably an hour or so.
Okay.
With their uncle. They gone fishing. They went on a trail ride, going to a cool skate park, having a good time outside of Nashville. Anyway.
Awesome.
Yeah, enjoying their summer. So this guy, Noni.
Dude, so he sent his wife out to do what?
I'm not exactly sure, but he sent her out to get stuff, and she was like, "You want to go with me?" And he decided, "Nah, I'm good. You go get it." She got swallowed by a python. All right.
Now my National Geographic
Okay,
love.
let's get into
this
it.
means for a python to eat a human,
Uh-huh.
it had to be reticulated. Reticulated is just as big as the anaconda.
Jack Hanna over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, the anaconda has the girth.
You black boys know about that.
Yeah, we know about anacondas. The anaconda may have the reticulated on the girth, but the reticulated gets just as long, if not longer, than the anaconda. So,
Magnum
Who
Dom.
knew you were a snakeologist?
yeah. So I love big snakes.
That was better analysis than you've given at any point since the final started. I'm impressed.
Yeah, so it had to be a reticulated python. But now I did see this. And what? So they cut so because this lady is in this animal's habitat
Yep.
and it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Yep.
They killed the damn python, cut it open,
They had
and
to
they
make
pulled.
sure she was in there.
That was her. They had to make sure it
Her
was
head
her.
popped out. Imagine that, seeing your wife's head pop out of a snake. All right, so according to Fox News, LG would know this as I profile him.
Why? Because it was in Indonesia.
Dateline South Sulawesi Province. You've been to Sulawesi? Probably not.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, yeah, of course you. God
Of
dang
course.
it.
What?
Did you make a big drop there? How many keys?
It's actually it's my mom's hometown.
Are you serious?
South Sulawesi, Makassar. Yeah.
Whoa.
You see what
Okay,
I'm
this is
saying?
even better. A
This is
missing
the
woman
most cultured show ever.
was found eaten alive by a massive python after officials cut her body out of a snake in Indonesia. She went by the name Farida. I guess they were too scared to give their whole name. Farida.
Damn.
She was 45.
Damn.
Went missing Thursday night. Her body was discovered inside the reticulated python Friday
Did they say it said retic? See, I know my
by
stuff.
her husband and residents in the Kalimpong village of South Sulawesi.
And what sucks about that is
Damn.
every time So naturally, the human body, excuse me, or whatever it is, goes into flight. You freak out, and every time you breathe in, the python squeeze harder.
She suffered.
Yeah, it's because the thing is, once that thing is on you, if you're
Yeah.
not an expert, it's a wrap.
Damn.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Is there a way to be calm and make the snake let you go?
No.
You just accept it.
Or bite the shit out of it.
Yeah. Try to get the eyeballs or
Bite
something.
the shit out of it. But man, it's
Try to get it to regurgitate.
that's the only thing. But the thing is, dude,
Stick your finger up its ass or something.
That's a horrible death.
Horrible. The terror and it takes a minute. You just don't get squeezed out. It takes a minute.
And
she's
then
probably screaming for her life. He's in there playing Xbox.
You can't scream. It's squeezing the life out of you.
Jesus. The search for the missing mother of 4 began after she failed to return home Thursday night, according to Village Chief Suwardi Rossi. Her husband found her belongings, which made him suspicious. The villagers then searched the area. They soon spotted a python with a large belly. They agreed to cut open the python's stomach. As soon as they did, Farida's head was immediately visible.
Jesus.
The missing woman was found fully clothed inside the massive snake, which is estimated to be around 16 feet long.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband, identified as Noni, expressed regret that he let his wife go out on her own. Quote, "If I had been with her that day, the snake would not have dared to touch her. I feel sorry for the suffering she went through. I'm sorry for our family. I'm going to blow my head off on Wednesday after the funeral." I'm kidding. I made that last part up. That'd have been shocking had he said that, though. The longest, and this happens about once every 4 or 5 years in this area, where somebody gets swallowed. Normally, it's an old man or a kid.
Right.
This is a 45-year-old woman. Those some bitches
She
are
was probably
quick.
tiny, though. There are not a lot of obese people in Indonesia.
And they're tiny.
She's tiny.
LG's
Poor
Wilt
thing.
Chamberlain when he goes over there. He probably can't even get it all the way to the rim.
So you punching this guy for letting her go? You gonna punch him?
Yeah, punch his ass.
You know how many times she's probably gone off on her own? So it's like no
Well,
big
it's
deal.
the way he was talking, though.
Imagine
if you watch the
having
video,
to
it felt like he felt real bad.
Yeah.
Like he felt like he was to blame.
Imagine leaving your house and having to worry about that. Like, watch out, look up in the trees. There might be a reticulated might pounce on you.
Right. I mean, LG's mama left.
Hey, we're city folk. We don't deal with that stuff. We stick to the city.
Stupid questions. In the bigger towns of Indonesia, in python areas, I'm sure snakes show up in the city too. On accident, they crawl down. They get lost. They get misplaced.
But not that big of a snake.
Yeah, that's in the jungle.
Well, Florida had a big problem at
They
a time.
still do.
Florida had a problem because people buy them and then realize, like, oh, damn, this thing gets huge. I can't afford to feed it. And then they just go release them on the side of the road.
Stupid bastards.
So Florida has a huge python problem.
The Everglades have a ton of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They run out. They go out to the swamp. They throw it in the swamp. Okay, cool. And they wind up killing someone's old lady or something.
Dogs. Mostly dogs
A lot
and
of
cats.
doggos. Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandma lived in Tampa, Florida.
Wow, San Antonio.
For a couple of years, and her
Where?
neighbor
Tampa? Okay.
her neighbor got the Pomeranian got eaten by an alligator.
Easy.
You got crazy shit in Florida. You got to worry about.
I've seen an alligator climb a fence in Florida.
If they're
that's
after
scary.
food.
That's scary.
Yeah.
It's one thing, like if I got a fence, I'm like, okay, yeah, I know I live right by this thing of gators. But then when I see it climb the fence, that's a whole different.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
so-
thank you. If you have
punch
a bad
Nani.
husband like Nani, who let his old lady go out at dark in the jungles of Sulawesi, he's probably secretly like, fuck yeah, single as fuck now.
You have a demented mind.
Well, he's a bad guy. No telling what he's thinking.
But for him
I mean-
to take on the human, that snake was hungry.
Yeah, come on now. So thank you to the law office of Orlando Kell. If you have a bad spouse like Nani, report that spouse to Orlando. Divorce sucks, but it does not have to be as horrible. If you call a guy like Orlando who's Poodle Thunderdome, and make sure you tell him that you heard about him on our show. He does family law, divorce, custody, visitation stuff, father's rights. He's big on father's rights, God knows, in the state of Texas especially. If she decides to screw you, even if she don't have cause, she damn sure can, at least in the short term. Damn sure can. Maybe you need to change or modify, redo an enforcement on a decree Even if you've already been divorced, a lot of people go back to court to fix decrees.
Yeah.
Orlando can take care of that for you. Email him directly at orlandokell@gmail.com. orlandokell@gmail.com. What's the number?
It is 210-775-4995. I can't believe you don't have that memorized.
I should, but I don't have my laptop, and I've been drinking
Do
whiskey.
you have your readers? Where are your readers at?
Didn't bring them either.
You just said.
I got chanclas on. I even changed T-shirts when I got here. I thought, I'm wearing that. I had a Longhorns T-shirt on, and it was faded. And LG's like, that's so ugly on camera.
He said that?
Yeah, so I got rid of the Longhorns.
LG's so honest.
It's not. It's old. It's faded. It's no longer burnt orange. It's burnt dookie.
Yeah, the
I
three
had to
people that
swap.
tell the truth: old people, kids, and LG.
Keeping it 100.
Always.
All right, let's tell the truth on this. Once again, I almost feel like we should create a new segment.
What's that?
And once again, we have to pretend to give a shit about the WNBA because of Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, let's get into
And
this.
it ain't her fault.
And I like that we're getting to talk about this tonight because that's going to be after the finals talk. This might lead some shows depending on how this game turns out. Which in that game is updated. It is Boston 71, Mavericks 63. 3:37 left in the third.
Oh, no.
But no, this is going to lead a lot of shows tomorrow. So I'm glad we get to jump ahead on it.
All right.
Talk to me.
Okay,
You set it up.
All right, I'll set it up. So we are 6 weeks out before the opening ceremonies of the Olympic Games in Paris.
Is it Paris?
Paris? Yeah, Paris.
Paris?
Paris. I don't mind pronunciation.
Who gives a shit? Yeah.
We're 6 weeks out. And the U.S. women's basketball team released its roster today or last night.
Okay.
Caitlin Clark, the all-time leading college scorer, superstar from Iowa, number 1 overall draft pick of the Indiana Fever, coming off a 30-point game, breaking the all-time rookie record for points in a game. Seems to be slowly figuring it out after a rough couple of weeks to start her career, was left off of Team USA. Good or bad for Team USA to leave her off of the roster?
Okay, so I think there's levels to this, right? So she didn't get snubbed in the sense of talent. She got snubbed in sense of interest that could be garnered. She's not right now, the 12 people they picked and the roles that they're going to play, she didn't deserve to be over any of those players. Now, some people don't want Brittany Griner on the team, whatever. What Brittany Griner went through. That's a whole other
Different
topic.
positions, though.
Whole different topic. But we're talking about interest and you're talking about money, you're talking about jersey sales, then yes, she got snubbed. Now, I don't think U.S. women's basketball should have released the statement they released and saying, well, we didn't think the Caitlins, I guess that we call, you got the Swifties, you got the Beehive, the Caitlins would understand her not getting a lot of playing time because she's not as prepared for the physicality. She's not ready yet. We weren't going to, even if we put her on the team, she wasn't going to get a lot of minutes, and we didn't want to piss the Caitlins off and it become a thing. So we left her off the roster. I thought that was a bullshit.
That's bullshit.
That was bullshit.
If you're going to let her, who cares if she rides the bench? Is she
cares?
one of the best guards in the country or not?
You know what? And the thing about it is, nobody that's mad about her being off and nobody that's cool with her being off knows dick, no pun intended, about the WNBA and who's actually good and who's not.
Yeah.
None of us watch. None of us know these 12 ladies that made the team. We know Dana Taurasi. We know Ineseka. We know, there's a few young ladies that we know, and they're like, oh, yeah, obviously.
Asia Wilson.
We know Kelsey
Ionescu.
Ionescu. We know a few of them, but for the most part, anybody that you want her to take their gig, you don't watch. You can't sit there and say with a straight face like, oh, Caitlin deserved to be on there. How many WNBA games have you watched Mr. Caitlin got snubbed? None. Zero.
Not till the other day, anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
So in the sense of business, yes, they missed the opportunity to sell a shit ton of Caitlin jerseys. But as far as in between the 94 feet, they probably got it right.
Forgive my ignorance. I don't watch. But is 42-year-old Diana Taurasi still playing at an Olympic level? I mean, are we sure Taurasi should go just because she's a Hall of Famer?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that with a straight face.
Now, this just came down tonight. This will be in the news tomorrow.
What's that?
This is per USA Today. Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark has reportedly been left off of Team USA's basketball team for the games. It has only provided her extra motivation. Speaking to reporters Sunday, Fever head coach Christy Side said that Clark came up to her this afternoon and said, "Hey, coach, they woke a monster."
I like it. She should
pissed,
be mad.
and she's going to go balls out.
All the greats are
no
like that.
No disrespect, but balls out.
Tom Brady still knows everybody that was drafted in front of him.
Mike Jordan called out his high school coach.
Yeah, I get it. Shaq used to say David Robinson didn't sign an autograph. We found out that was a lie, but he just needed a reason to be mad at him.
Right. Yeah.
So she's supposed to be mad.
Okay.
But yes, did they miss an opportunity to make some money? Yes. But Caitlin needs a break anyway. She needs a break from all this nonsense. Because again, think about the story. Like USA could win by 10, right? Caitlin gets 8 minutes. Instead of talking about the USA advancing, the only thing we're talking about is we're asking Taurasi and we're asking Asia Wilson, we're asking Plum, what do you think about Caitlin not only playing 8 minutes? Like, it only makes them hate her more.
You know what I worry about? Some overseas team trying to capitalize on her popularity. And maybe this is an ignorant statement. Maybe no one gives a shit about women's basketball anywhere but the USA. And based on how much
they make more money overseas, so they care more overseas.
They care more about money, but we're so far ahead, and we've won 9 Olympics in a row or some shit like that. It's not even close.
Yeah, it's not.
The women's game outside of the country is not caught on, which is why they go and pay Americans. What if somebody like in maybe not Russia these days, a team in France, or a women's team in Spain offers her $1 million this season. Caveat, you can't play for the Fever.
I don't think she'd do it. She's American 100 through and through.
Maybe Nike wouldn't let her either. Is it Nike?
Nike wouldn't let her. This is the thing too.
I think you absolutely take her to Paris because of the marketing, man.
They're catering
the women's game.
They're catering to their OGs with this one because let's say they have Caitlin on that team, right? And whoever's off, name a female, they're still winning gold.
Right.
They're still winning gold. So what they did, they're catering to the OGs. But what I'm finding out is these women in the WNBA really didn't want more exposure. Like I'm all for them being like, when I see Caitlin, when Caitlin comes to town, I'm busting her ass. I'm with that. Mm-hmm. Like this the in 300.
But they hate the media.
Right. They say they're immortal. Well, we're going to put that to the test. Oh, they say Caitlin's going to be, I'll put it to the test. Mm-hmm. But don't sit here and, y'all been mad for years. Why aren't y'all watching this? Why can't we get planes? Why ain't no one coming to the games?
Right.
Well, you're getting all that now and you mad.
Right.
So y'all didn't really want it.
Well, they want the attention but don't want any of the smoke. Oh, when's this going to stop? People showing up to our bus taking pictures. It's out of control. It was one damn guy. We talked about this last week. The Chicago Sky, one paparazzi member was standing outside the hotel. One. Trying to get a picture of that girl that smashed into Caitlin Clark. And they're crying on Twitter, this is out of control.
Hey, Twitter world.
What do you think the fucking Lakers deal with every time their bus pulls up to a hotel?
Yeah, I don't know what they wanted.
You want attention. This is what it looks like in 2K24.
Y'all are getting everything you asked for,
That's
and
right.
you're still mad.
Stop bitching.
It's just like, oh, well, we wanted it, but we don't want her to get all the credit.
Right.
Well, unfortunately, she is. I mean, you think the guys that came before Magic and Bird weren't like, hey, we've been keeping this thing afloat. Well, yeah, you have.
Yeah.
But nobody gave a shit. Your games were on, your finals were on tape delay before Magic and Bird got here.
And that league don't even make money.
Right.
The NBA loses money, but in the name of Title IX, so to speak, they front the WNBA money.
So they could have put her on the team. They could have put her on the team and still won gold. I would have put her on the team too.
Just to sell the jerseys and to get the eyeballs. You ain't watching women's hoops in the Olympics?
No.
Because we beat the shit out of everybody 90-40. It's boring.
No, I don't want to see that.
Do you watch the men?
Oh, God, yes.
It's a stop down for you?
Mm-hmm. But only because the rest of the world is really good. France is going to have a really good team. Like Spain put us to the test with Kobe. Spain took us to the last couple of minutes.
Kobe?
On the redeem team.
Sure, absolutely.
So, no, the rest of the world, I mean, and we saw Manu. Mm-hmm. Manu beat the worst U.S. team ever, and people made him out to be Jordan, but that 04 team sucked. Whatever. Screw you, Argentina.
That is a horrible thing to say.
Screw Argentina. I'm an American.
Yeah, but
I hated San Antonio during 04. Like, you pieces of poop. Y'all are.
I was happy as hell.
Don't you kneel? That's the flag. Go Argentina. Kiss my ass. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm rooting for Argentina, but Kaepernick, you get up off of your knee. That's the stars and stripes, but I'm going to root for Argentina. Get the fuck out of here.
I got to tell you, man.
Root for Argentina.
Honest to God. And
You were rooting for him, too.
people are going to take their money back on the chat tonight. I'm not nearly as patriotic when it comes to sports as I used to
I
be
know
as a
what you
kid.
mean.
I don't give a shit.
You don't care about track and field? I watch track and field. I watch gymnastics,
yeah.
water polo,
Okay,
men's
time out.
basketball.
I'm a Usain Bolt man.
What the
I'm a
hell?
hype for Jamaica. And their fucking 4x4 relay team was amazing. I like watching incredible athletics. I don't
You
want
weren't rooting for him. You just knew he was going to win, and you like
we go
watching
to
him run.
war with Hamas,
That's different.
I'm USA all the
Right.
way. But Usain Bolt and the 2014 Jamaican 4x4 Olympic team, that was the greatest 100
Yeah,
relay
they
team.
were. They were
I
fire.
enjoyed that. I loved that.
I did too. I wasn't rooting
I
for
don't
them,
get- I don't
but
get his patriotism.
the thing about it, I didn't have to root against him. There was nobody who was going to beat him, so there was no need to be like, all right, let's go. Nobody was going to
Do
beat
you
Usain.
even? What country do you hate? Like, oh fuck, okay, I'm hyped. We're playing them. Nobody.
The last
Don't
time you were
kinda
really super patriotic, I would think, was the 80s.
I was a little boy.
No, I'm talking about when the hockey team beat Russia.
Oh,
that was
yeah,
the last time you felt
fantastic.
patriotic.
Yeah, that was great.
That was at
fucking
the
Russia.
cold.
That's
Yeah.
different. Russia's different.
Right.
So,
Old-time hockey?
but
I love Putin like, oh, we're declaring U.S. an enemy. Bitch, we've been enemies for 70
I know,
years.
I know.
What are you
that's
talking
Russia's different.
No. So I would
I
have
don't
put
want to go to war with Russia,
No.
but I don't like them.
I would have put Caitlin on the team too. But
I would have too.
yeah, anyway.
And the question is over who?
I don't
Taurasi.
pick one.
Fucking have some balls. So, euphemistically speaking, have some fucking balls and put the star on the team. I don't know. But the old schoolers would say, no. You put the best 12 girls, period. Doesn't matter who's hype. Yeah, but y'all going to win gold anyway. And again, you could make the case Taurasi's too old because she's tying. Yeah, we don't
me
just
see
put
who's
people
on
on to
this
put them
team.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me
you
see who's
do.
on this
Because I'm
team.
not sure Taurasi belongs to be on the team. I'm not sure Diana Taurasi should be on the team.
Let's see.
It sounds like to
Nafisa
me you
Collier.
did her a favor because
Yeah.
of how great she's been in her career.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna
That's a
happen.
favor.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. They tested the waters, right, to see if there was backlash. The entire world is pissed. I don't give a shit who it is. If it's a center, power forward, small forward, guard, point guard, someone gets hurt, someone will be hurt, and Caitlin will take her place.
Hopefully. Maybe do they have
I don't
alternates?
want nobody to get hurt, but I see that happening.
Do they have alternates? Because she's got to go to
Well, see,
Paris.
this is also remember they're stopping down their season for this,
yeah.
so you also got that.
Maybe Nike can put Caitlin up somewhere in Paris just in case.
She'll end up
And like let her be
I
on the
don't give a shit who it
broadcast or
is.
something. Let her be an analyst or
Yeah.
something just in case. All right. Since we started talking about women's basketball, we've lost viewers.
I know. I ain't even paying attention.
So why don't we do a little mad entertainment news?
Let's do it.
Now, live from In the Building, a guy's favorite
wow.
segment,
Hold up.
Mentertainment.
At the end of the third quarter,
God, there's
Celtics
two of them
83,
now.
Mavericks
Here they are,
74.
Rudy J. and
Boston's
Mike
defense
Taylor.
is swarming.
All right. Thank you, Big Balls Pat. That guy right there. How about Big Balls Pat Evans agreeing to do our voice work? Thank you, Pat. 6 months with Pat as our voice guy. Thank you to Gene Centeno, by the way. Our boy Gene.
Shout out to Gene.
Who did a lot of our in-house music.
He's a beast.
Total beast.
Up there at UT, teaching them kids how to do some real live music instead of this crap they play.
Dr. Gene Simpson.
Dr.
That's
Gene.
Dr. Gene to
It's
you,
Dr.
yeah.
Gene to me.
Yes, sir. All right, presented by Empire Courier and Civil Process. It is Mantertainment News.
What's up, Empire?
Will Smith. His new movie is #1 at the box office.
And I went to see it, and I will give it 4 stars out of 5.
Damn.
I was worried. Storyline was good. Martin and Will were good. The extras
Okay.
were good. 4 out of 5 stars. Didn't let me down.
Okay. Now, Martin Lawrence has not exactly kept himself together over the years.
Yeah, he said, hey, y'all, relax. I didn't have a stroke. I'm fine.
All right.
Because he doesn't look healthy. The speech
Okay.
sounds a little slurred, so I get where
Even
people
in the
come.
movie?
He just talks a little slower. It just doesn't look healthy.
How old is Martin?
I don't know.
60?
No,
58?
50 something.
Okay. Well, America forgives and moves on and doesn't really give a shit about much. You know how we do. It's just entertainment, baby. Entertain me. Even though Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Rock, fast forward 2 years or 3.
They
don't give a shit. Bad Boys cleaned up in its opening weekend and made Will Smith a box office darling yet again. This from the Hollywood Reporter.
Okay. Where they at already?
Bad Boys Ride or Die is projected to make $56 million domestically by the end of the night.
Which is good in today's time where we're not really going to the movie. We haven't really gone back to the movies post-COVID.
Big time. International box office totals are over $48 million. So the thing's made over $100 million in 3 days. And you mentioned the paltry box office numbers because people don't go to the movies.
Because normally, pre-COVID, that would probably do 80 to 100.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So it blew up. Again, just entertain me, baby. Is Will Smith a crazy man? Sure. Did the money finally go to his head? Yes. Does he seem like the biggest pussy ever because he puts up with that shit with that woman of his? Sure. Was he completely out of line slapping Chris Rock, who owned his ass in a Netflix special 6 months later? Yeah. But do I like Will Smith in movies? Yes. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
And everything he does is good. And I'm probably going to go see Bad Boys.
Yeah.
And I love Martin.
They did, no spoilers, but there was a part in the movie where Martin slapped Will.
I love her.
Yeah,
I love
slapped him 3 times.
I love that.
Yeah.
He just got crazy.
Yeah.
I like his movies. I'll see him, but he's crazy.
Who, Will?
Yeah.
Isn't he into Scientology and all that shit?
Wouldn't shock me. He's into other people fucking his old lady.
First of all, she had an entanglement with someone else.
Yeah, he was entangled all up in her. Legs all entangled, arms entangled, tongue entangled up in there. They got entangled all right. I wouldn't have that shit. Not unless I was cool with it, which that's okay. But
it's 2024.
But see, while I've heard they're cool with it, I understand that. But they've also had massive problems too. And they don't even live together. They haven't lived together in a minute, apparently. Ain't no piece of pizza.
She went to the premiere with them.
None. I know.
They put up a good front.
Sure.
Like she knows that them
what
together
does she
is better.
Have on this man? That's what I want.
It just comes to the point with
was he hanging out with P. Diddy?
It comes to the
She's
point
got
with
shit
some
on.
people, Mike. Their brand is better together. And at the end of the day, him being a megastar helps her. So let's act like we're together. Let's act like we're happy, and it helps the brand.
That's not the kid I loved in the 1990s who was a baller. Still a baller. Can't argue with the scoreboard. And I do want to see the movie. I question what I want to know what she knows that we don't know. That he knows she knows. Which is why he puts up with that bullshit.
Oh,
running around with P. Diddy.
Maybe.
You get so rich, you just
get bored.
Rich people problem.
Get bored.
Huh?
Like, P. Diddy ain't bad looking.
Get bored and wind up. I know. Okay.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
I'll bet you I never get that bored.
No.
I'd like to make that kind of money to find out.
Yeah, 30, 40 million per film.
Another guy that I like a lot, who seemingly has kind of gotten crazy, maybe the fame has gone to his head over the years, is George Lopez.
What is up with George? What happened the other day in this show? First of all, he's grown his hair out. He looks like
awful.
He looks weird. And George has never been funny. Let's be honest.
He's funny once or twice.
He was good.
But it's the same old stuff.
He was good because they didn't really have someone in that lane for the Latino community. And he was in that lane speaking about their culture.
And it was funny.
It was funny, but the bit is old.
Is it the same shit?
I don't know. I ain't watched him because
he basically does Grandma Becky jokes.
Right.
His childhood was mine, clearly.
Yeah, he's still doing the same thing.
My mother once told me, hey, I pay $50. You didn't hit a home run today. Mom, we won 10-0.
She don't care about that shit.
But I pay $50. Let me know if you're gonna. No, I swear to God, quote Grandma Becky. She was kidding, kind of.
But she was serious, kind of.
Let me know if you plan on hitting a home run next game because I got other stuff to do. Are you fucking
Mike
kidding?
Taylor, Jr., second base.
No.
That's the deal I got. But it's fine.
What happened with George?
Well, he's turned into an arrogant asshole. And if you talk too much during his set, which no comedian wants
you talking, right?
He'll get mad and go home. George Lopez cut a sold-out show in California at a casino short because of hecklers.
Were they heckling him or were they just talking?
I don't know. Because all these guys now don't let you roll cell phones anymore, these comedians. You have to give up your cell phone and shit, a lot of these shows.
Fluffy sucks, by the way, 21 for life.
The New York Post says that George, who's now 63, was doing a gig at Eagle Mountain Casino in Porterville, California.
Damn, he wasn't even at the Bellagio.
Now he cut it 30 minutes short.
Shart. It was sharp.
And his team in the casino's pissed. His team has fired back. A spokesman tells the most credible news source in America, TMZ. It's the venue or casino's job to provide a good experience for both the artist and the fans. But the casino failed. The audience was overserved and unruly. That's a lot of Mexicans. I mean, that might be true. Hey, fuck you, man. You're not funny. Hey, same shit. What the fuck? You married a white lady, you asshole.
Well, she gave him the kidney, then he left her.
Yeah, true. George's personal security team worked with the venue security staff to try and maintain order, according to the statement, ensure safety, and eject disruptive individuals. Unfortunately, the casino security team was not adequate to accomplish this task. George is not obligated to perform in an unsafe environment. He feels badly for those who came to see the show and were unable to do so as a result. So what he did was he's like, hey, I'm going to give y'all 3 chances. Oh, there's 1.
Right.
5 minutes later, oh, there's 2. Oh, he puts the mic on the stand.
I need my money back if
out.
I'm the Mountaineer.
I
want my money back.
You bet your ass. Even if it's not George's fault, either he's an asshole and I want my money back, or y'all didn't do a good job keeping the crowd maintained, so I want my money back for that. Ain't no way them people get their money back. That's
no,
bullshit.
the people ain't getting their money back, but
No.
the casino might. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Yeah, probably.
All right, Benny, how many stand-ups are you breaking your neck to get to?
These days,
I'm not crazy about any stand-up.
I like K-Hart. I like Kevin. I'm not spending $400 to go see him at the Alamo Dome, though. I love Bill Burr. I like it's an election year, so I'd probably go see Bill Maher if I scored tickets.
Did you see Maher and Burr on their?
The podcast was awesome.
It was good.
That's my two
Those
of my.
are the two guys I thought about you when
boys.
I've been seeing clips. I didn't watch the whole thing, but
bashing each other.
They were just busting each other's
awesome.
balls,
busting balls all over each other's faces, so to speak.
Jesus,
it was great. By the way, Bill would have a great line about the women's basketball thing. Send her, make money. I mean, they're never going to get paid like the men do because they don't deserve it, is what Bill would say. You know what? You know Bill's reasoning for why women make 80 cents to the man's dollar? I'm not saying that should be the case.
Shit. Here we go.
Bill says, the reason I can't do the Boston accent.
Yeah.
The reason why we make $1 and you make 80 cents is because if we're at home alone at night and there's a dude breaking in the motherfucking house, you ain't going to stop him. I am.
So that makes
They want equal treatment until somebody breaks in the house. Then it's on me.
Right. Yeah, of course.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
But you should want it that way as a man.
If we're on a ship
but
and
what
we
does
hit
that
an
have to
iceberg.
do? What does that have to do with us both being nurses and you making more than me? That doesn't have
because
anything to
if
do
we're
with our
both two,
jobs.
we're two nurses fucking and someone breaks in, this nurse has got to go deal with it while you sneak out and call 911. If we're on a ship and we're two nurses,
right,
and we hit an iceberg, women and children are first. That's why I make $1 to your 80. It's fun. It's a good bit. It's funny as shit.
No, I feel you.
I like Bill Burr.
Louis
Anyway,
C.K.
so
Isn't he the perv?
I like Louis.
Isn't he a pervert?
He will pull it out and jerk off in front of you without asking.
That's weird.
Didn't rape nobody. Just like it's like we're talking about. Oh yeah, I've got a gig coming up. Let me give you a number to this agent. He's just jerking off.
No.
Well, give the man a hand.
Let's not.
That's crazier.
Let's not write that off.
That's insanity.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
let's
But he's
not.
funny. Will Smith's crazy. His movies are entertaining. I'm not gonna
Will
go.
Smith
I'm not
slapped
gonna go
the dude
drinking.
that called his wife G.I. Jane. Okay,
That
be
was an
clear.
overreaction. I'm not gonna go drink beer with Louis. I'm not gonna jerk off with him. I want to watch him do jokes. I separate this kind of shit. I have R. Kelly on my playlist.
I don't.
Why don't you slow this party down?
I don't have any
I can
R. Kelly.
enjoy the music.
I don't have any R. Kelly on my playlist. He's written off.
Poor R. Kelly.
Yeah.
All right, what else?
Empire Courier Civil Process LLC. If you need notary, people to locate, they're the people to see.
Indeed.
Call them at 210-889-1643 or
Yes.
email them at rrempire@mac.com. Shout out to Richard and Teresa.
Absolutely.
Great business, even better people.
Leave it all up to them. Whether you need someone found,
Right.
somebody served,
Right.
you need a mobile notary, public, you need some courier work done. They work with a lot of attorneys, doctors' offices that need stuff delivered, especially like Orlando. Orlando has hired Empire. Empire's gonna be one of the two that Orlando uses. You know how many papers that guy has to serve at Orlando's office? He's hired Empire Courier and Civil Process. Yes. Hit them up. What's that phone number again?
210-889-1643.
What's that email? RR.
rrempire@mac.com. Late punch.
All righty then.
Late punch. Don't have full-blown conversations with me in the elevator. I'm never going to see you again. You don't
Okay.
need to know why
Were
I'm
they
here.
Thunderdome or just random?
No, random.
I
Like
hate
I'm
that.
never. You don't need to know why I'm here. You don't need what I just ordered from DoorDash. You don't need to know what's going on tonight. Hi, how are you doing? I'm fine. What floor? That's the extent. Miss me with elevator small talk. It drives me effing insane. I almost like if I see someone going to the elevator the same time as me, I'll hit a right and wait until I'm getting on the elevator alone in fear that I'm going to have to small talk with you. Miss me with the small talk in the elevator. We're never going to see each other again. And nobody, you don't care why I'm here. I don't care why you here. Let's just go to our rooms and never see each other again.
Agreed. I go out of my way to avoid strangers. Like I'll put my back to them, or I'll do the old Larry Allen bit.
Yeah.
Hey, sweetheart. Yes, I'm gonna stop by the store in a minute. Dude. Small talk. Some people are addicted to it. My grandmother drove me nuts. She could not do it, especially if she had a chance to use her Spanish.
Oh, gotcha.
This is a white woman, but she spoke fluent Spanish.
Got you.
So she would go up, find Mexicanos, and strike up Spanish. And some of them would be like, speak English.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you doing? But she would small talk everybody and touch people, put her hands on strangers.
Oh, goodness.
It drove me fucking insane. And so as I've gotten older,
I can't
I
do
have
it.
no time for. I'm cool with, hey, how you doing?
That's it.
You get on an elevator? Oh, could you hit 3 for me?
That's
You
it.
got it. Have a good day. You too.
That's it.
That's cool.
That's it.
But I don't care if your kid's birthday's tomorrow.
Yeah, we're down here because I'm like, dude, what?
How about that heat?
Dude, what? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Don't.
I know.
Punch small talks.
HBCU, huh?
Yeah. Oh, my
dude.
God.
Oh, did you go to a black school?
Dude, sometimes, and I know
Spurs fan, huh?
now that we're trying to grow this, I'm more willing to engage, but because I'm trying to grow
This
it.
is not a good way to promote yourself, but
Yeah.
fine.
But
Fine. I want you to watch my show, so I'll deal with your
Yeah.
bullshit.
right. But before, when I was just on radio forever, I would just tell people, oh, well, then what do you do? Oh, I own a commercial cleaning. Because if I say I do sports talk radio,
Yeah.
fuck me.
I always went with
Here
truck
we-
driver. I
here
always said
we
trucker.
go.
Trucker.
The conversation starts.
Sure.
Cowboy, what do you think? Who's your team? Where are you going? How they doing? Oh, I think he sucks. I think what? Yeah. And my wife would just be looking at me like, why are you lying to this man? Like, I
Right.
didn't lie. I do have a
Right.
commercial cleaning company.
Right. Ass whip. Punch every.
But Thunderdome, if y'all see us, I'm down.
No.
I'm talking about
If
rando.
you know us, that's
yeah,
cool.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
rando.
Yeah, random. Rando
I don't
people.
even tell you. But now that we're trying to grow this, oh, you should check out my.
my flight home from. I went from my flight from. How did I get to Hawaii? It's all a blur. The San Francisco to Hawaii trip. I went from here to San Francisco to Honolulu. This woman sat down, nice middle-aged lady, seemed nice enough. She was alone, and decided I was going to be her talking bag.
Oh, she wanted some Taylor.
No, it wasn't like that at all.
She wanted some
I reached
Taylor.
down in the seat in front of me because I put all my shit in there, magazines and stuff. Took my earpods, Ka-tunk.
Yeah, don't airplane talk me.
Bam.
Don't airplane talk me.
Especially on a 6-hour flight.
No, don't
like that.
airplane talk.
No.
Because if you entertain it, they won't stop.
If you know me, great. I once flew from here to Houston with a captain of an airplane who was catching a ride. He was going to go take another plane somewhere, and he was Thunderdome, and he sat next to me, and it was only a 45-minute flight from here to Houston, and we chopped it up about the ticket and radio, and it was awesome. If you know us, great. But I don't want to know, where'd you get those sandals? Oh, my God. I shot up a building and stole them. I'm gonna start just like shock people. I'm gonna shock people. Oh, you're a Spurs fan? No, I'm dirt poor, and I'm actually on the run from the police, and I had to break into a store, and this is the shirt that I got first. I bet they stopped talking at that point.
Yeah,
motherfuckers. All right, I want to punch.
You want? Oh, you got a late punch?
I got a late punch.
Okay.
Packers running back. Hey, where's Josh Jacobs playing these days? Eagles. No, a Packer. Yeah, Josh Jacobs.
He's Packers.
Yeah, Packers running back Josh Jacobs, who started a firestorm this week.
What happened?
He went on a podcast. And remember Chris Long, Howie's kid?
Yeah.
Played for the Raiders, I think, for a minute or two. Maybe somebody, I don't remember.
Shit.
But Chris is retired now.
It was the Rams.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Chris is doing a podcast, and he had Josh Jacobs on, one of the best running backs in the league. The Packers are getting ready to go and play the Eagles in Brazil this season.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
Josh
this shit.
told Chris that they've been told that neither one of them could have green on their jerseys.
Because of the
And
gangs.
Chris is like, wait. It's kind of hard for the Packers and the Eagles to not have green.
Dude.
Josh told him, quote, they said that part of Brazil we're going to, you can't wear green. They said, I guess, something to do with gangs and stuff.
Yeah, because there's so NFL, yeah, blah, blah,
The
blah.
NFL has come out and said, whoa, that's bullshit. Absolutely, the guys can wear green. What they've been told is don't wear green on the street.
But
We're going to wear our jerseys on the field. The gangs even understand that, but apparently where they are, green is like it's like Bloods and Crips. It's green versus whoever, and you're in the I don't know, they call it gold.
Right.
You're in the gold zone, and no greens allowed. But you can't tell the fucking Packers they can't wear green. That's insane.
But they're gonna more than likely tell them to stay in their rooms. So this is my
don't
thing.
drink the water. Stay in the room.
So this is the thing.
Stay in
Then
the
why
hotel
are
and
we
get on the
there?
bu- You tell me, man, because the NFL just can't get enough money.
Like if we got to go somewhere, and that's the thing. People think Brazil's all big booties and beaches. No, in Brazil they will do it to you, and they will do it to you in broad daylight. Go watch City of Gods, top 3 movie for me, and I don't mind reading the damn captions the whole movie because I think it's in Portuguese. LG, yeah, it's in Portuguese or whatever they speak. It's not what they put out on the brochures. Brazil is a bad place to be. So if that's the case, if I got to tell my players, hey, I know you're going to Brazil. I think you're going to, find your wife over there in Brazil. You're going to see this blue water and all these beaches. Guess what? You need to stay in your 5-star hotel the entire time you're there because you might get killed or robbed or worse or kidnapped, and then the Eagles have to pay a ransom to get Jalen Hurts back. Mm-hmm. If that's the case, what are we doing there?
The Cowboys were told this shit back in the 90s in Mexico. All right, we're going to Mexico City. The league wants to – they want Mexicans watching the game. Went and played in Estalia Azteca, wherever.
Right.
Hey, they were mandated. Hotel, bus, field. That's it.
Then don't go.
Can't drink – and also told don't drink water. The Cowboys – this is in the 90s before the water bottle craze took off. We're bottling water – and giving guys big, huge jugs of water in their room. Drink this. Do not drink the water in the hotel because you're not used to it. You're going to get the shits and you're going to miss the game.
Yeah, I remember
Because the
Lubbock was like that too.
I get Mexico because it's right there. It's on the border. Mexicanos love the NFL.
Brazil isn't going to give a shit about the NFL.
We're never going to have a team in Rio.
No one gives a
What
shit.
do we do? Because the NFL they're addicted to money. Nothing's enough. I get playing in London. That's fine. They played in Germany. But Brazil, and I like Rudy said, it's two wheels off, man. And these
It's
are
stupid.
multi-millionaires.
Like, we haven't heard this about Germany. We haven't heard this about London, where they played a few times.
Right. You can drink the water
You
in
drink
Germany.
the water. You can go out amongst the people. You can visit. Like, if I gotta go,
you can
I'm
drink the
going-
water.
If I'm Jeffrey Lurie, I'm like, I'm losing a home game for this shit, and
Right.
and one of my players might get died or kidnapped,
Mm-hmm.
and they can't wear green.
Right. Yeah. They've told them, we don't want you going anywhere. But like, even when you get on, like, if you violate curfew, which if you do, your fucking ass is going to get fined. But for God's sake, if you do go outside, because you're just grown ass men, do not wear your Packers gear or do not wear your Eagles shit. Dress regular.
Brazil's
But even
awful.
then, if you walk out there wearing a Louis Vuitton jacket and you
Yeah,
got
that's getting
fucking
robbed.
and you got fucking Vince Ferragamo shoes on, what? No.
I ain't going nowhere.
No.
I ain't going nowhere.
Hotel, bus, ballpark. That's it. Airport. Get the fuck out.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
It's stupid.
That's a good one. All right. Did you guys see? And I say this because a lot of our people go to this part of Florida.
Okay.
We have a lot of Thunderdomers every year that go to they go to the Florida Panhandle, the Redneck Riviera. 2 shark attacks within 90 minutes, 4 miles apart over the
Was
weekend.
it the same shark? We don't have
Good
evidence
question. We have no idea.
of that? Okay.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
See, the thing about sharks is, and let me put my National
So y'all
Geographic
be
hat
careful.
back
Oh,
on.
golly, who
Put my
knew
na-
this? We may have a new niche for the podcast here. To hell with sports.
Sharks-
We're going to go all
They don't
snakes
like,
and sharks.
yeah, they don't like the taste of us.
Yeah.
But they won't know they don't like the taste until they nibble from you. But their nibble may cost you a leg.
Right.
And see, that's why most of the times it doesn't end in them getting eaten whole, because the shark's like, there ain't enough fat on you. I'm used to seals. I'm used to big tuna. There ain't no fat on Mike Taylor. Like if a great white takes a bite out of you, he'll be like, man, this skinny motherfucker.
Right.
What is this shit?
And they also know I probably had Whataburger.
Yeah,
Fuck
like,
you, no.
But the thing is
Yeah,
that nibble cost you your right leg.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
But they don't particularly like the taste of humans.
Yep. So this is
And we're
called-
in their house.
I know.
You know, you've been in Hawaii long enough to
Many
know.
times. And I'll continue to go to the ocean because the odds of me getting bit 1 in a trillion.
How many black people have gotten bitten by sharks? Not many, because we don't go that far out.
No, y'all don't.
We're not going that far out.
No. And
We don't play those games.
I see a lot of black people in Waikiki when I go.
And they dress fly. They
They're
got
on the
shades
beach.
on.
They got the rad-ass beach clothes on, chilling on the beach with an
Give me
umbrella.
some.
They
Give
are.
me
I mean,
some.
I've noticed.
We're not doing it.
They let the kids play.
But the kids got to
like,
play
like
in
5 feet.
ident-
Yeah, like 5 feet. Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
We're not doing it.
My white ass is way out there. Hey, everybody.
Every time I see on YouTube, because I YouTube a lot of it,
Yeah.
when the sharks start swirling,
Yeah.
7 white people. 7 white people. Hey, oh my God, look what I just saw.
Well, we're entitled, Rudy. We get everything we want in this world, so we get bored. We need to
Yeah,
do
never-
things. It's like
yeah.
the rich people theory. It's the reason why Will Smith may have sucked some dick. I mean, I got $80 million.
Yeah.
I'm gonna suck dick. Why not?
You ever
I'm gonna
seen
see
a-
what they're
You
let's see
ever
what they're
seen a
talking
pool
about.
party with a bunch of black people? Nobody in the pool.
Yeah, or
And
they're
this
just
is the
standing
pool.
there. I know.
It is
I-
a pool.
I
No, so
understand.
imagine the ocean.
Sure.
We ain't going.
Y'all do get dressed up though for the
we
beach.
getting fly,
Really great
gonna
beach
get
stuff.
fly.
God damn, he's got Olakais on.
but we ain't.
Damn, Louis Vuitton makes swim trunks. Never gonna get wet, but he's got them on.
There's always a white person.
Right.
Though.
Badass sunglasses. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Dude, I've been to Jamaica 3 times.
Yeah.
Jamaica, 89%
Right.
African Jamaican. Ain't none but white people in the water. Yeah, man. How you have fun out
You
there?
know what I mean?
Y'all have fun, man.
Yeah, y'all have fun
It's a
out
good
there.
time, yeah.
Y'all have fun out there. Yeah, it's normally bull sharks or tiger sharks are the problems.
Yeah, so this is Fort Walton in the Panhandle.
Where's this, down in Florida?
Yeah, the Panhandle.
So in an hour and a half, 2 attacks?
Within 4 miles apart. So a married couple were out,
Okay.
and wife got bit. And so I guess she put her arm down like this, and he got that side of her.
Oh, shit.
So the teeth went into her belly and punctured her belly, but then when he let go, took her arm. Lost her arm.
She lived, though?
Barely. She's in critical condition tonight.
That's sad.
90 minutes later, 4 miles downshore, 2 other girls got bitten. One's critical. I haven't seen any details on her injuries. I think they're really bad. And her buddy got nicked up trying to hit the shark or some shit. And the shark like fishtailed her or some shit. So she's fine. But her buddy's bad. So the odds of a shark biting you in that part of Florida, 1 in a million. The odds of 2 in an hour, 1 in 10 million. It's never been recorded in history. It's one first ever. And see, now what you'll get is, well, it's because the tides are changing, climate's changing, killer whales are sinking sharks. I'm sinking boats. Sharks
Killing
are looking
great
for
whites.
the waters are getting too warm, so sharks are going to different parts. I have no idea if that's legit or not, but what happened in Florida has never happened. Never. I've never worried about sharks. I don't know why. I don't have a fear of the ocean.
Why?
You and I've talked about this. I don't fear the ocean. I love it. I don't fear it.
I give the ocean its proper fear. Like, the ocean is the ocean.
Okay, I have
the proper fear for
respect
the ocean. I respect the shit out of the ocean.
Because I know I can drown way quicker than a shark will.
Right.
That's for sure. Or the tide will get me.
Whatever.
Currents. But my ass, dude, like, again, one of these days, this show's going to go to Hawaii. So I can show you all around all the places we go. We're going to get on a boat. We're going to go out. We're going to go way out 3 or 4 miles, and you're going to see my dumb ass jump out there and swim around for 30 minutes. I don't swim too far from the boat, but I'm in 2,000 feet of ocean water out in the open. I love it. I love it, and it jazzes
Mondays?
me.
Okay.
I love it. One of these days. All right. Yeah, on Mondays. Yeah. All right. That's it. All right. Hey, I want to thank everybody, especially all of our partners, like Ribaldo. The official real estate agent.
He called me today, wanted to take us to dinner.
Oh, he called me last night. Jay, I was 2 sheets to the wind. I saw your call, forgot to call you back today. I'll call you in the morning, Jay.
He says he loves the gong.
That's all LG, man.
He loves it.
As long as he loves it. Because every time I mention that, man, LG fires off a gong. We're going to have to, and we're trying to grow this show. I have to explain now, because you never know if we get new people. We have an Asian producer. He's allowed to do that, not me. Just saying.
I'm just saying.
Thank you, Jay Ribaldo. I don't think they ring a gong in the Philippines, but whatever. If you need a house, our guy's Jay. Although Jay, he don't give a shit what you play. You buy a house with him.
He don't give a damn.
The most important decision you're going to make, other than the house you want to buy, is the person you have helping you lead the way.
Right.
If you don't have the right agent, it's all going to suck. It's an ass whip in and of itself. Let Jay handle all of that grunt work for you. He's the man. Believe me, I bought and sold 3 homes in my day. If you don't have the right agent, you ain't got it's FUBAR from the beginning, and Jay Ribaldo's our guy.
210-887-1081 or email at jribaldo@kw.com.
Indeedy.
Eddie the Great, thank you for the $2.
Thank you,
The
Eddie.
Brahmas are in the championship, baby. Yuck Yuck has made it to the UFL
Y'all feel me on that shit.
XFL
Y'all feel me
championship.
on that shit.
Go ahead.
You bet your ass.
Get your shit off.
You bet your fucking ass. I'm in the title. Here, pour me some more whiskey, shit.
You want one more?
No, I'm good. I'm ready to.
Me too.
I got to drive home.
Yeah, you care?
About what? No, I forgot we had a team. I'm sure they'll have a big party to celebrate at their houses in Fort Worth where they all live. They don't even live here. They charter a bus here for home games and then go back to Fort Worth and Arlington where they all live. I can't get behind that. No. I would rather watch the WNBA on a loop than the fucking Brahmas. It ain't real football. I'm not watching a kid who was the 3rd stringer at Dill Pickle Tech play quarterback.
Okay, now
Eddie Lee Musburger or Marburger is better than whoever the fuck started for the Brahmas today. That's a guarantee.
So you're not. So if they win it all and we give them a parade, you're not going?
No, and we better not give them a parade, man.
We gave the McAllister Little World Series dudes a parade.
That's way more important and harder to do. And those are the elite of that level. This is not the elite of the level. These motherfuckers couldn't beat Southern. They couldn't beat TCU's C squad of fucking walk-ons. They couldn't. I'm not hating. I am not interested. If the city throws them a parade, go for it. Spend our taxes on that shit. Do something at the Arneson Theater. But we ain't gonna have no ticker tape bullshit. No.
Boston up 2-0.
Oh, it's over. Yeah.
Damn,
not
man.
Good.
So no, Brahmas beat it. Scram. Who cares?
You do if you want to. If you want to do a special members only, it's Brahmas Talk featuring Rudy J.
No, stop.
Let me know and I'll
Why
retweet
you gonna do
it.
that? Why you gonna put me out there like
interest,
that?
Man. I don't watch the. I'm watching mini camp stories. That's way more important. I'm watching spring ball. The Longhorn spring game's coming up. I ain't got the summer training camp's about to start.
Well, no, did you see Sark roll out the Lamborghinis for all Dude, this shit's out of hand.
Texas is different.
This shit's out of hand.
Nina asked me, what's the difference between like Texas and UTSA? You know what I did? I showed her the tweet. The Lambos. I showed her the Lambos. She was like, oh my God, that's ridiculous. I know, but that's where the demand has gone. Lambos. If you play Texas football,
those things are $1,500 a day because they're rented.
Not for those kids.
Not for the kids.
They ain't paying for the insurance or nothing. It's a good hookup. In the building could use an NIL deal like that. We're working. We're building in the building.
No, Miguel, we're not breaking it down. I know you're late.
Brick by brick.
We're not breaking down the Brahmas run to the chip.
We're building this thing. So the San Antonio Brahmas, do they have a Twitter account?
Mike,
I just want to know.
I don't know.
Brahmas. If there's if people love them, great. All right. They have 25,000 Twitter followers.
Wade is a winner.
25,000.
What?
HEB has 180,000.
You know what? That's it.
Ain't nobody care about them. No, this is not the place. Let Jason Minix and Joe Reinagle spare us all to death by putting Wade on their fucking radio dial. We do good content. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Mike, everybody knows.
That was gratuitous.
Everybody knows you. They know you're going to say what's on your mind.
Well, my
bad. Say what's on your mind.
That's fine. Let Jim Rome read emails for 3 hours about the Brahmas championship.
I know.
No. All right, we're done. God almighty, we went long. That's it. We're done.
Yeah, we gave y'all an hour and a half.
101 Tuesday. Show 101.
Oh, yeah.
9 a.m.
Is a group chat? Anybody text you?
I ain't heard nothing.
Brother, nothing?
No, I ain't heard. No, let's see. Nope.
Not that way.
Nope. No, I got listening to the radio broadcast. It's nice to hear a biased pro Mavericks broadcast for once. Go, the broadcasters on ESPN or TNT, whoever had the game, they hate the Mavericks. Apparently they hate them. Jesus Christ, take Kleber out. Lane violation, bullshit. Okay, that's what I got. And that was an hour ago. All right, we're done. Thank you to DJ LG. Thank you to Rudy J. Thank you to our partners. Thank you to Thunderdome. We love you hard. Even if you don't like us, we love you. Thank you for subscribing and listening and watching. We'll see you boys in here for Ass Whip Tuesday on Tuesday at 9 a.m. live on In the Building.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.